Jess Hilarious.
Go ahead, Envy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now, if you just joined us, we were talking about J-Lo. You know, recently, well, not recently, yesterday, J-Lo filed for divorce.
Right, from Ben Affleck.
And we had a question out there. Earlier, you started naming some of the people that she was with.
Lauren LaRosa, who is filling in for Jess Hilarious while she's on maternity leave. Lauren just started naming J-Lo's whole roster. I thought we were just here to talk about one divorce from Ben Affleck and J-Lo, but then Lauren just started naming, who did you say? You said...
Johnny.
Johnny.
That was the first husband. Old Johnny.
Okay,
remember?
Old Johnny.
Chris Judd.
A-Rod. A-Rod. Ronnie Bobby. Ricky Mike.
Mark Anthony.
RZA, Jizza. Method Man. Old Dirty
now
Bastard.
Now y'all throwing people on her list? Don't do that.
That's what you did. You just started naming people.
Don't do that. But there was a point, there was a method to my madness. There was a reason why I did that, because when the story first broke, everywhere, even in a lot of the actual reports of it, it solely focused on, well, what could J-Lo have done to save this marriage? What did she do wrong? And I'm like, dang.
That's alpha though.
But why is it always? Why do people always instantly call her the problem?
I don't think that they was calling her the problem by saying she's the alpha, because they're like, what could J-Lo have done to solve this marriage? Because clearly, if she filed for divorce, they look at her like a boss who's in and out of these relationships when she wants to be. Now, do I think?
And I love that, and I think that's how it should be looked at. But that is not how it is being interpreted. But it's also fair to
ask if she might be the problem, because she is the one common denominator in all these situations.
Yeah, but then when you go through, so what got me to
You say she running through?
No. See, here
what did
you go.
Just say?
I said when you go through the list, because that's what got me to the point of bringing up the names, because I wanted to have this conversation. Mm-hmm. You begin to read about the different things that she experienced with each guy, and a lot of that stuff I would have left too.
Well, the thing is, we don't know the ins and outs of their relationship, right? All we know is the rumors, right?
Excuse me?
I didn't even say nothing. Why are you? What?
All we know is the rumors, right? So we heard cheating with A-Rod allegedly. Yes. We heard cheating with Diddy allegedly. We've heard so many different other things, and if that's the case, yeah, she deserves to leave if she wanted to. You know, I don't have a problem with that. But when people call her a hoe from going through that, I don't think that's right, because in all the situations,
why did y'all instantly jump to, oh my gosh, you're naming? Like, I couldn't even get it out my mouth. I was trying to get to a conversation with substance.
Honestly,
you guys are two married men.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it felt a little shady.
No shade.
I'm gonna tell you why it felt a little shady, because when you haven't been married once, you kind of look at people who constantly get married, and you're a little jealous. You know what I'm saying? And so for me,
you trying to say Lauren's a little jealous?
No, I ain't saying nothing about Lauren.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Go ahead.
So when we were just talking about this one divorce, and you start naming all these other dudes that she been with, I didn't see the point.
For me, I think the point was, as a woman who was watching J-Lo, who is a very powerful woman, who is obviously the alpha in a lot of her relationships, navigate
big
dating.
Big empanada, not the little one.
Right. Navigate dating publicly and having to go through so much stuff publicly. I don't look at her like, oh my gosh, she's been in and out of all these relationships. I looked at it like she's chosen to walk away publicly from a lot of different things. Why does she instantly get turned into the problem? I want to talk about that. So I wanted to talk about the different things that she's been through in these relationships and the different relationships she's experienced, because a lot of these men, for a lot of women, they're you're staying there, famous or not, because you're married, and also age plays a factor as well.
But it seems like J-Lo loves love. It seems like in all these relationships, she was with this person, as far as we know, for a long time. It wasn't like she was with him for a week or two. All these people she dated for a long time. She was engaged to A-Rod. She has kids with Mark Anthony. She dated Diddy for a long time.
People don't throw that into the conversation,
dated Chris Judd for a long time. So it seemed to me that she loves love. It just doesn't.
I think it's a fair public conversation to have, since people love discussing celebrity. I think it's a very fair.
They love discussing her. They drag her.
But I think it's a very fair public conversation to have if she could be the problem. Like, there's nothing wrong with asking that. Like, why do you just always just blame the man and say, hey, it must be the men?
I'm not blaming the man, but I feel like in this situation, it's literally always her. Like, there's never. For sure, if you go,
but the man could have effed up that made her want to leave, so it's not her thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but that's what happens when you're the boss. When you're the boss, when the good happens, you get the credit, and when the bad happens, you get the blame.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. We got Dylan on the line. Dylan, good morning.
Good morning, Envy. How y'all doing?
What's up, Dylan? What's your thoughts, brother?
Me personally, like I was telling the guy who answered the call, I feel like at that age. And bouncing, like I said, I want to say I'm not sitting on older people in any way, shape, or form. But at that age, and the fact that she is probably worth well over $100 million, throwing money, she's in a great position. She's a great looking woman. She's beautiful. But I don't think you can put this on the men in any way, shape, or form. I think she might just be stuck in her ways, and she's very disagreeable. So,
damn, you sound like Lauren.
Damn, we don't even know the problem of the situation.
That's right. That's why,
and y'all keep trying to throw it on me
because we don't know the problem.
You keep trying to throw it on me.
We don't know what the issue is, but we're putting all these bad labels on her. Disagreeable. She must be the problem. Like, damn.
She an older woman, and older. So, you know how older women are.
So me igniting the conversation in the room is not me agreeing on either side. I just have always wondered, why does anytime people talk about her love life, she gets exactly what he just
because it could be the dudes that's doing something to her, and she's like, "I'm not taking this BS."
We don't know. She even when she talks, right? Like after her breakup with A-Rod, both of them, A-Rod was like, "It didn't work out. We love each other. Our kids are in the middle." It's always like, okay, we're just gonna move on as positive vibes. We don't know what is going on for real.
J-Lo is a boss, and once again, when you the boss, you get the credit when things are good, and you get the blame when things are bad.
That's right.
So why is it that when you have conversations about like men, right, and their breakups, like if we were to sit here, well. That's not a good comparison right now. I was going to say Diddy, but not right now.
I don't think you want to talk about
but
that
like, for instance, like 50 Cent. Mm-hmm. Like 50 Cent has publicly dated a lot of different women that you could name. Maybe not engaged and married to them, but when you talk about that, y'all don't be like, oh, why you naming his roster? It's like, oh, he got a pretty good roster. Because but with J-Lo, it's like, oh, it's like, no, she had relationships. They didn't work. She moved on.
Well, we weren't naming J-Lo's roster. And I think you
But
were.
I'm saying, if I were to sit here and name 50 Cent's roster, y'all reaction would not be
I don't
not
even take
near
50
the
Cent's
same.
roster serious for one reason and one reason only. There was never no rings put on.
He was not married.
Like I think
he was not engaged.
I think it's dope. Like to be married 4 times, that says a lot about you. To have 4 different men want to marry you, and one man spin the block to marry you again. Mm-hmm. Lauren, you know how hard it is. You ain't been married once.
Damn.
You can't even find a guy.
Damn.
You don't even got a dude.
I need to get down.
Like nobody. You don't even got somebody that wants to say they're your boo.
He's shooting at you.
Think about that.
Hold on. Don't do me too hard.
He said you ain't even got a boo.
You better, y'all, I'm not getting into my business this morning.
All right, 800
I'm just saying this. Look at it from a different perspective. This woman has been married 4 times.
That's what I'm.
Y'all ain't been married once.
Don't let him talk to you like that.
I said y'all.
Don't let him talk to you like that.
No, you always included me in the y'all.
He was staring at you.
You always included me in the y'all.
He was looking at your eyes.
According to him, I'm raggedy.
Wow.
I don't need to I don't have that need to have no standards.
Wow.
Don't nobody want to be with me.
Wow.
I ain't never gonna be married.
I've never said any of these things.
You got something you want to talk
about? And you hate light-skinned men.
Never said
let's talk about it.
800-585-1051.
Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. There's one curse. The homie said a curse. I think.
Hi, it's Holly.
Hey, what's your thoughts?
If I'm not mistaken, Jennifer Aniston kind of got the same scrutiny for her being single and not having successful marriages at the same time. I kind of think that people should just mind the business that pays them.
Jennifer
at the end of the day, maybe.
Who is that?
She was
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, that's the lady from Sex and the City, right?
She was with. No, that's Sarah Jessica Parker.
No, from Friends.
She was with Ben Affleck at first, right?
She was.
Yeah. That's the one they said that he left J-Lo for her.
Oh, that's the one that was on the HBO show Girls? Jennifer Aniston?
No, wait. Jennifer Aniston wasn't with
Ben Affleck? No.
No, that is from Friends.
All the white people look like
I do this on purpose. I confuse white people on purpose because they do it all the time. I know exactly who Jennifer Aniston is, but I will act like I don't.
To the caller's point, what was your name again?
Holly.
To Holly's point, I feel the same way. And like I said, when it's a man, y'all mind your business. When it's a woman, it's like there's think pieces on what she's doing and who she's doing it with. Like,
probably because you don't.
And it's respectfully done. She's not just out here laying with anybody. She's marrying and engaging and being with these people for years at a time. Sometimes.
Who's the man that's been married 4 or 5 times? I don't know. I'm genuinely
y'all
asking.
don't even have the pressure to do that, to be honest with you, because if a man does not get to that point with 10 women that he's dating, right, it's okay. But if a woman deals with 10 men publicly and ain't ne'er one of them married her, now you got to have a conversation about why she's a cat lady. Like, it's a whole thing.
I'm gonna have a conversation about why that cat dry. Because if you've been with 10 men and not one man want to marry you, something wrong.
But if a man was with 10 women and and didn't get down on one knee for not marrying one of those women, there's nothing. Do you see where I'm going with this?
No, I see where you're trying to get.
It makes no sense. Your reactions to things are very telling. You just don't want to lean into it, and it's okay.
Hello,
I'm bringing
who's this?
y'all up. Y'all my bros.
This is Kai.
Kai, good morning. What's your thoughts, Kai?
So I definitely don't think she's a hoe. I think that
please say that to Lauren again, please.
Kai know what I meant.
No, I don't think she's a hoe.
No, not at all.
I think personally, when you deal either men or women, and you have multiple relationships, and they're all bad or they're not going good, you got to just start looking in the mirror at what you can change or the type of people you're dating.
So you victim blaming a little bit.
How you know she's a victim?
She just said look in the mirror. We already just discussed about
No, she's right. No, Queen was that queen that just called was absolutely
no,
right.
But look in the mirror is fine. But then you said you victim blaming, so it's like, how you know she's the victim? She could be the one like putting out the hell.
That woman that just called is absolutely right. If things, and that's the type of person I am in my life. If things aren't working out the way I want them to work out, I don't blame other people. I look in the mirror. And I think J-Lo might need to do the same.
But if people are doing things to her and she's saying, I'm not going to stand for this, I'm not taking this, and decides to back out, J-Lo's not the problem. It's the people that's in her life that is the problem.
By the way, we don't know nothing about
But
none
we
of
don't
these
know
people.
anything about
We just
them.
out here freestyling, by the way.
I would love if, we are. But majority of the world is, because she never really gets into the crust of like what actually went down. But I would love for J-Lo to like sit down today and have an honest conversation about like what it was for this Ben Affleck situation that kind of like made her be like, no, I'm good.
She ain't gonna speak to y'all. This is her
personal. She
personal.
doesn't have to, but I would love to hear, only because I think that if she is doing this internal reflection or whatever, it'd be good for a lot of women to hear, because I do think that there are some times where like it's hard to be like, oh, it might have been me. Or
it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
We know, Charlamagne.
Is that what J-Lo needs
We know.
to do?
We already know. You don't have to tell us you was the problem. We've been there.
What's the moral of the story, guys?
The moral of the story is
Lauren
better
ain't
not
been married once.
You better better not have a list of anything in a room with two men.
Shout out to J-Lo. I'm with you, J-Lo. I'm not one of these hating women who ain't never been married. If you want to go get married for a fifth time, you go show them how it's done, boo.
He ain't talk about me.
Go get married again, J-Lo.
I support my sis.
Okay.
And all of her fine, very successful men. Go ahead. Do your thing.
I'm with it.
All right, well.
I'm with it. I actually do want to see J-Lo
She's
get
a
married
city
again.
girl that's in the suburbs. I love that for her.
How many times Kim been married? Kim K?
Child.
3, 4?
Who knows?
3. She had the first dude we don't know his name.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Chris Humphries, right?
Yeah, and that was short.
That was short.
Was she married to Reggie Bush?
No, I don't think she's married to Reggie Bush. Then Kanye.
Okay, so
Kanye.
3.
She's 3.
Yeah, but you still could throw in like all the dating and all that too.
You got to match J-Lo's fly, Kim. All right? Show these people how it's done. Show these women who ain't never been with one person, ain't never had one person get on their knees. Show them how it's done.
Jesus. You all right, Lauren?
Show them how it's done.
I'm fine. Listen. He ain't shooting shots over here.
I'm not talking about you.
Anything
Why
you're talking about,
upset?
it could have been happened. We make very educated decisions over here to not be stuck anywhere we shouldn't be stuck
all
at.
that you said could have been happened. She knows her worth and her value.
Listen, I'm with
You're
it.
not trying what?
I want all of y'all
Because he be trying to put me in a discount
married.
store. Every day I walk in here, I'm okay discount.
Okay, discount.
It's like, all right.
We got Just with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa coming up.
Yes, we do. We are going to be talking about, I believe we're talking about Omarion up next.
All right. And let me salute to Ronnie Stu that works at Warner Brothers. Today is his birthday. And Dr. Umar's birthday is today.
Ron Stu. Salute to Ron Stu. Salute to Dr. Umar. Happy born day, brothers.
Happy birthday, Dr. Umar. I'm sorry my braids are blind.
Damn.
Yeah, he would be upset about
He'd be
that.
so upset.
That's right.
I love that though.
All right. Just with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa's next.
Oh, we forgot Khalees.